All right, so first batch of articles that I got for you. I labeled this one the way I organized it, dumbass news. This is some dumbass shit that's going on in the industry today in terms of gaming. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I need the NBA 2K community to bring that ass here, plop a chair. For the people on Hokage highlights, I hate I have to say that, but some of y'all got low IQ. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm not talking about anybody in specific, but if you feel hurt about what I'm about to say, like that nigga in the comment section that was defending the Nintendo porn, that says more about you. Because I'm not talking about anybody in specific. 2K community. One of the recurring jokes. Okay, so the science behind comedy, right? The science behind comedy is a good joke is a half truth. There's some truth to it, and you're attacking it from an angle, maybe over exaggerating it. That's why a lot of times a lot of racist jokes are not funny, because it's rooted in ignorance and not truth. And one joke I like to make here on this stream, and the reason it's funny is because there's truth to it. I always say, if you spend an excessive amount of money on NBA 2K every year, there's no way you can convince me you know how an economy works. There's no way you can convince me you know what a GDP is. Matter of fact, you probably think GDP is a chatbot. Yeah, chatbot GDP. Yeah, use that shit. Yeah. It's not, nigga. And we have another example reinforcing my argument. It's starting to feel like it's less and less of a joke that the 2K community, and once again, if don't apply, let it fly. But a lot of people in the 2K community got a $1,000 watch on to check and see what time the bus comes. I came across this interesting tweet on the timeline from Uncle Demi. If you're not familiar with him, shout out to him. He's a content creator that mostly produces sports content, I believe 2K content. He's part of the 2K Next program, I believe. So a lot of times in 2K season, which right now we're entering 2K season, when you're going to start seeing the articles and the videos teasing 2K25. We're in the early cycle. He's usually an insider because he's part of the program where they fly him out to like 2K Day. He put out a tweet in regards to my player mode. Now, if you guys don't know it, not my player, my team mode. If you don't know what my team is, it's basically where it's one of the biggest cash cows. It's in FIFA, it's in 2K and Madden. They have this mode where you can buy card packs and you could put together your dream team and then go online and play against one another. The problem is these cards don't transfer over. I would understand why people are addicted to this if you get to keep your account, but every year you have to buy new card packs and there's random drops. It's basically gambling. You buy card packs and you get one rare character or player every pack. Apparently, he was online. Matter of fact, let's just read the tweet. No way you're spending this kind of money on an annually released game. Not to mention, you get nothing from it. No content. This dude just spent over $40,000. The bench had all the other GOAT cards and a Wilt, Brandon Roy, Taco, etc. Nobody playing against this bro. And then basically he has all the rare 99 overall. I don't know what's the highest card. I don't know. Pink Diamond, Ultra Instinct, Gogeta, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't know. The point is he has all the most expensive cards in the game. And this man did the math and said his lineup costs $40,000 online. Now, do I need to reiterate? And it's funny because this tweet only, shout out to the For You page. I would have never found this shit. This tweet has 36 likes on it. I'm surprised more people are not talking about this. I'm not letting this slide. You niggas do not know what a GDP is. You don't know basic economics, because there's no way you would spend $40,000. And then I know what some of you are going to say. Well, if somebody could afford to pay $40,000 for some digital card packs, clearly they got it. No, that's not true. How many of you guys know in your personal life, somebody, whether it's in the workplace, your family, a friend in your neighborhood, they work at Subway. There's nothing wrong with working a regular 9 to 5, right? They work at Subway. They work at, I don't know, a gym, 24-hour fitness. But they're driving a BMW. They have a Mercedes, a Tesla, a Hellcat. There are plenty of people. They got front row tickets to the Lil Baby concert. There are plenty. It's called debt. People put themselves in debt They go rich. They go broke trying to look rich. So yes, they said they selling drugs, some of them. It's absolutely possible for a regular everyday person to have all these damn rare ass cards and spend $40,000 and work a regular 9 to 5. They just looking like they got it. But once again, I cannot reiterate enough, guys. These cards, for those who've never played this game, do not transfer. 2K24 cards do not transfer to 2K25. Although they did just announce this year that there are 2 items in the battle pass for 2K24. It's 2 pieces of clothing. It's like 2 shirts, right? Guess what, guys? They're going to transfer over to 2K25. Wow. How about you do that with our VC and our card packs? You know what's funny? I'd argue they might make more money if they let people keep their cards in their VC. If you let it carry over, people will be more inclined to spend knowing that their items are safe. But yeah, this shit doesn't carry over. So NBA 2K community, between this, I don't know if you guys remember last year when 2K24 was first coming out, a lot of content creators posted receipts from their PlayStation accounts and their Xbox accounts of how much money they spent on 2K VC. I was seeing 20, 10,000, 5,000. It really helped put things in perspective for a lot of people. I know that it's tempting, but you don't have to buy this stuff. My stance is, because like I understand it's very hard. There's all these algorithms in place, all these systems in place that tempt you to spend money on this game. But for those of you unaware, I wish I had the article, but from their earnings call, NBA 2K, it's either 70 to 75% of the money made annually on this basketball series comes from microtransactions. And when I heard that, it reinforced my argument. Yes, this is the only basketball game on the market. I understand. And you have hope that maybe this is the year that things will change. Shit, I'm the same way. I get it. I have a love-hate relationship with this game. But hear me out. I've always made this argument. If you buy the game and you don't like it, stop playing it. They will notice on the servers and change will come. If at bare minimum. And when I seen that statistic, 70% of their revenue comes from microtransactions, that reinforces my argument. Even if everybody bought 2K this year, within a month or two, if that game dies down, trust me, Ronnie's gonna notice. They're gonna notice. And the fact that y'all can't exercise that level of self-discipline, I'm not even asking you not to buy the game anymore. Is it this article was 64? Did I get it wrong? Let me see. I thought it was 70. What 2023? Even if it's 64, that's still a crazy number. Oh, here we go. Take-Two Interactive, the company that publishes NBA 2K and other games, including Microtrans, which accounted for about 64% of the company's. Okay, 64, 65. I was wrong. I thought it was 70. I misread that. Thank you for the article, for the link. That's still a fucking majority. 51% is the majority. Majority of their revenue comes from microtransactions. And I do my part. Because to be fair, I did like NBA 2K24. And then they put that first patch out and they ruined the game. I was just starting to get comfortable with my jump shot. Yeah, I fast forwarded my fuck you. I fast forwarded myself. I just got comfortable with my jump shot. You bitch ass niggas kept crying when you didn't have your badges, you didn't have your stats. They patched the game. I stopped playing it. But apparently y'all never stopped playing this game. And this nigga spent $40,000. What's his username? So the gaming donkey of the day goes to inappropriate 332 on the PlayStation. You're out of control. You're out $40,000. Do y'all understand that's a down payment on a house? That's a down payment on a car. That's how much money some people are in debt in terms of like they college fees and shit like that. Yeah, inappropriate use of funds. So I say that to say all this. Please be a responsible adult. I know we talk about video games on this stream, but I try to do my best to intertwine real life lessons in where I can and where it makes sense without trying to get too preachy. And today, I'm reminding the 2K community, be a responsible adult. Economics 101. I want to see my brothers and sisters free themselves from the shackles. That is Ronnie 2K. Free yourself from the shackles. Say it with me, chat. Free yourself from the shackles. Because this is ridiculous. And shame on the 2K community for not making this tweet go viral. Because once again, mind you, this tweet came out July 6th. Today is July 9th in which this stream is happening. This shit got 37 likes. Shame on the community. This shit should have went viral. What Michael Jackson say? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Look in the mirror. Damn. Yo, what up, Easy? Look in the goddamn mirror. Donkey of the day goes the inappropriate 332 in the 2K community. Was the reaction to seeing that post? And other dumbass news I got for you. Ubisoft, come to the front. I love when I'm right. I love when I'm right. But I also hate when I'm right. I will say, too, one day you niggas is gonna give me my flowers. You're gonna give me my fucking flowers. Because y'all swear to God, I just be hating on shit. And, you know, as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that I think some of it is like, you got to remember that, like, a lot of people don't have as much life experience or experience with X, Y, and Z. Because a lot of times when I talk about things, it's driven by data as well as, like, having a lot of personal experience with games. And you start to see reoccurring patterns. And this ain't games. This is just, you can apply this to anything in life. Patterns really matter. It's the reason why some of you guys can't beat these bosses in Elden Ring. You refuse to learn the patterns. You just rune farm. And then run in there and get bopped upside the fucking head. You still gotta download the patterns. People said I was hating on Ubisoft. XDefiant is the Call of Duty killer. Said, I don't know. The hit registration's kind of ass. And ladies and gentlemen, in a video game, let me remind everybody, in a video game that's about shooting people, the most important thing in it is the hit registration. So the fundamentals were fucked up, which is weird. I don't even know what happened because it felt like the beta for XDefiant felt good. But when the full game came out, it got worse. I don't know what the fuck happened. So first and foremost, the core gameplay was off. Balancing issues with the classes. There's some broken classes. The game is riddled with hackers. I've been talking about it for the longest. XDefiant might be the first community I've ever seen that has gaslighters in it. Show footage in my review, my impressions. I show footage on stream. I literally searched on stream, XDefiant hackers. Found a laundry list of videos. We watched them on stream together. People cheating in the game. Also, let's talk about the data. Ubisoft has a poor track record when it comes to dealing with hackers. Rainbow Six. You ever played Rainbow Six Siege? I don't know if it was on the left or the right-hand side, but it'd be on the screen. You'd be in the middle of the game. 10 niggas get booted off the game because motherfuckers hack all the time. They have a poor record because their anti-cheat is ass. Nope. The XDefiant community said, nope, you're making it up. And the community is starting to turn on XDefiant. I have not searched an XDefiant video in like a month. My algorithm for the last week has been nothing but videos of people complaining season 1 is lackluster. Even before season 1 dropped, the shit was lackluster. They still haven't fixed the hit registration. I'm still seeing things about hackers. And then I seen this article from Insider Gaming, Ubisoft. That's okay. You can move on if you can't take XDefiant's bugs. Interesting. I read the header is slightly misleading. Let's read and find out for ourselves. This week, XDefiant Season 1 update arrived, bringing new maps, weapons, blah, 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 blah. And, of course, new issues. It also introduced Ranked, which hasn't landed well with the majority of player base on the account. It's not feeling... Damn, y'all don't like the Ranked mode either? What up, Chaos? Shortly after the new update dropped, Ubisoft's Mark Rubin took to social media to explain why XDefiant is experiencing so many issues, defending the game against those claiming it was released too early and rushed out. Man, oh man. I just love being right. XDefiant was released on May 21st to a relatively positive reception, with hundreds of thousands of players pouring into the platform in the first hours of the game going online. I think a lot of that positive feedback came from the fact the game was free. Remember, 60% of gamers do not play new games. You guys play games that are 6 years and older, and they're usually free to play games like Roblox and Fortnite. So of course you were excited about XDefiant. It was a new free game. And of course, you were excited about the first disappointment. Or should I say the first descendant? Another game of the year contender you guys keep coming in here telling me to play, and I'm like, that game's gonna be dead in a month. And we're gonna get on, because I got an article on the first disappointment as well. We're gonna get on them too later. Because I love when the environment reinforces my arguments. Anyways, let's get back to the article. It was a long-awaited arrival that came following months of delays and postponements. So eager players were just happy to receive it. And then the teething issues surfaced. You said the first descendant being game of the year is a bold statement. I'm not gonna lie, I'm exaggerating. I'm joking. I'm being I'm being facetious. Y'all like that? I'm being facetious. I don't think I've seen anybody say game of the year. I did see one content creator say that this is the best game they played in a long time. And I've seen a lot of people in the comments say it's one of the best games of the year, but I haven't seen anybody say the game of the year. But people are hyping it up. People are definitely hyping it up. Speaking candidly on social media, executive producer Mark Rubin explained why XDefiant's launch has not been so smooth. That's my mother's favorite word, facetious. What we have is an engine that has only ever been an MMO, and so all of the infrastructure for an FPS has had to be built upon the ground floor. What, nigga? What we have is an engine that has only ever been an MMO? That's a red flag. Before we even finish the quote, whoa. Red flag, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we knew XDefiant was an asset flip. They were taking elements from other games, such as Watch Dogs and Splinter Cell and Far Cry, and meshing it into a shooter. We knew that part. I didn't know the engine they were using, the core mechanics of the game, was also an asset flip as well. What MMO is this built off of? This is a red flag, because you guys know why Madden sucks? Madden started sucking not only because of microtransactions, but because they built the game on the Frostbite engine. And for those who are not familiar with game development, the Frostbite engine was specifically built for first-person shooters. And to cut corners, they're trying to rework tools. They're basically trying to, the simplest way I can explain it, they're trying to fit a square peg in a hole, basically. It just doesn't. Anyways, sounds like they're doing the same thing with this. We are working on developing all new tech in an engine that was designed for something else. That being said, the engine is really great, but it does require a lot of work. And with that work comes a lot of bugs that other engines have already worked out. What MMO? Because I'm not saying this is true. I'm just taking an educated guess. Because I'm like, what MMO is this built upon? It's either The Division or Skull and Bones. If this game is built upon Skull and Bones, I don't think it is. It's probably The Division, but that would be fucking funny if the news came out built upon the same engine as Skull and Bones, because those are the only two like super like big online games. But it's got to be The Division. It's got to be The Division, right? I hope so. That being said, the engine is really great. It does require a lot of work. With that work comes a lot of bugs that other engines have already worked out. We're not a shooter that's been out for 20 years. If you like what we're trying to do, stick around and you'll see things improve and new features added. But if the game isn't for you, that's okay. You can move on. Okay, I see what you're saying. Whoever said that in the chat. This headline is a little misleading. He didn't say, fuck you. They knew what they were doing. But at the same time, it kind of is a soft fuck you. It's not a full-blown. Snowdrop is, yeah, what The Division runs on. It's still kind of a, if you don't like it, don't play it. This quote is still problematic, because they're making excuses. The correct answer is the game. We know the game is not in the current state that we want it to be in, and you want it to be in. Here's the roadmap. We promise we're working as fast as possible to get. That's all you say. If I was on their PR, that's all you say. This nigga made a big ass excuse. First of all, it's not running on a first person shooter engine. It's running on an MMO. Thank you very much. Think about this from the average consumer, right? A Call of Duty head, because this game is plagued by Call of Duty refugees, right? In the gaming community, who has the lowest IQ? 2K players, Madden players, FIFA players, Call of Duty players. That's the big four. That's the Mount Rushmore of dumbass gamers. Does that mean every person that plays those games is a dumbass? No. I like Call of Duty. I like 2K sometimes. But what I'm saying is, it's also not surprising if you find out they play. You said in that order? I don't know what the order is. Y'all can decide that, but you get the point. So it's crazy to me that he's even explaining all this technical shit to the glue eaters. To them, it sounds like you're just making an excuse. Just say, hey, we weren't prepared for this level of success, but we are doing our best to rectify the situation. That's all you had to say. But ending this like this is a problematic quote because you gave the press ammo. And here's the thing, right? I admit you're right. It was a little misleading, the headline. You never give your enemies ammo. You gave them that headline. Most people, if you understand social media, are not going to read the article. They are going to read the headline. Fuck me. What did I do? What he say fuck me for? That's what a lot of people are going to read it as. If you don't like our game, just move on. You should never say that in a business, man. At least in this type of business. But anyways, I think the results speak for themselves. Because, I mean, when I checked, XDefiant we could check live. When I checked this morning, it had 3,000 viewers. Let's look now. Let's see. Browse. Stockholders are raging. Yeah, and here's the thing. Ubisoft really needs to win. They need to make money. Every year, they're at risk of hostile takeover. Oh, it's doing a little bit better right now. It's like peak hours. It's 3 o'clock, like 12. But it'll probably drop down to like 3 to 5. Call of Duty's doing, let's see, Warzone. I think Call of Duty's probably doing better. Yep, 60,000. Remember, this game had 10 million players launch weekend. Now, Twitch and YouTube are not the strongest. It's not the only indication of how healthy a player base is. This might be one of those games where people just don't want to watch it. But usually multiplayer games are. I feel like that what I just said more so applies to single player games. Like you can't define a single player game success based off the viewership on Twitch. But multiplayer games, it's a little bit more valid. I'm not going to say it's over for XDefiant. I'm not going to go that far. But I will say they're in the yellow. They're at a pivotal point. You got to stop giving these dumbass quotes and fix the fucking game, bruh. What's the Suicide Squad numbers? We need the weekly Suicide Squad update. Oh, shit. Steam DB. What's the Suicide Squad Steam update? Oh, shit. They're maintaining the numbers from last week. Suicide Squad might be back, chat. 459 players, 24 hours. Right now, there's over 300. Suicide Squad is back. It's back, bro. It's the new season. The fact that Twitch has Warzone streams separate from Modern Warfare 3 is funny. Yeah, we back, man. We are back. So that's what I would say to them. If I could do PR, if I could do some consulting for Ubisoft, I would tell them like, yo, Mark, stop talking. Just fix the game. Fix the game. Also, I would have not revealed that. Our shooter's running on an MMO engine. What? And then last but not least, for the dumbass news section I got for you guys, I don't really have too much strong to say about this one. Just a quick little laugh. Speaking of dead video games, because we were just talking about XDefiant, that's on the way down. Let's talk about a game that actually is dead. Rogue Company. I actually really liked this game when it first came out, but they were really slow to drop content. Rogue Company is back in the headlines. For those of you who know, Rogue Company was a third-person team-based shooter. I believe it was 4v4. It was free to play, cross-platform. It had a chance to do something, but the high-res studio curse, man. They just did not support the game right. It's been dead for a while now. They recently released a statement. They said, hey, Rogue Company, we have disabled Dr. Disrespect's content previously available in the game. We will provide full Rogue Buck refunds to any impacted account this week. So for those of you unaware, Dr. Disrespect is a fan. He's a fan. Dr. Disrespect had a skin inside of this game, and they said, we don't fuck with that shit. So they pulled it out the game, and they're now going to refund your account with some rogue bucks so you can buy a new skin. This upset some people because they were like, oh, I paid for this skin. I want to use it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I just thought it was funny because I'm like, is there a Steam DB on Rogue Company? Steam DB Rogue Company. I don't think it's on Steam. I think it's on the Epic. Is it on Steam? Is Suicide Squad even a fun game to play? It's too repetitive. You have 400 people playing this game. You have 400 people playing this game. I promise you. This is why I said dumbass news. I don't even know. There were more people who liked this tweet than there are playing it. Nobody cares you pulled this skin, bro. Go make a new game. Let's see. If we scroll down in the comment section, world-renowned content creator UTX used a mimic tier against Mesmer the Don. Said, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot all about this game. Even y'all stood on business to disassociate from Dr. Disrespect. Damn, he disrespecting everybody. World-renowned content creator UTX mimic tier against Mesmer the Don said that. Suicide Squad is competing with Rogue Company. That's crazy. I give Rogue Company a slight pass though, because I mean it's a game that came out in 2021. It's an older game. Rogue Company came out a few months ago. Not Rogue Company, but Suicide Squad came out a few months ago. He's never living that down. Mesmer's mimic tier, not Mesmer's flame. You sure that's him or his clone? That's a good point. What y'all think, chat? Is this JG or is that his mimic tier that typed that? Check out the Gladiator 2 trailer. No, but we can when we go into the sub box. So that's the first batch of articles that I got for y'all. The other one y'all wanted to talk about was the bad news shit, so we'll get into that. But before we do, I need to clear my sinuses. 1 second, y'all. Let me get a tissue. Take a quick break. Damn, my fucking cable. BRB. Let me tell y'all something, man. Costco is the devil. The other day I went to Costco. Listen, if you got a Costco membership, especially if you're a black card holder like me, have I seen the Agatha trailer? Don't get a 600, bro. Don't get a 600. I'm not looking at that shit, nigga. I don't watch no damn Agatha. Agatha caused me some